everyone, welcome back. I have got a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout for you using a bit of mixed media in the background. So we got the acrylic paints, and I originally was going to use that aqua color, but found it was a little bit too light, so I did grab the watercolors out and mixed a bit of dark green in it to get the color I was after. Now all the stuff that I use on the background, except for the ink that I stamp with, is all the Vicky Bouton art crayons, watercolors, and the acrylic paints we got in the August kits. So I'm just going to use the packaging technique and lay down a background. Now, I knew the design that I kind of wanted to go for, so I'm just going to concentrate the mixed media in that area. So after I'd mixed the paint, I watered it down quite a lot, and I'm just spreading it around. There's no rhyme or reason, you just smush it on. And then I'm going to let that completely dry before I come in with the stencil from the main kit and the art crayons from last month's kit. If you saw my journal with me video, and if you haven't, I encourage you to go see it, because I do show this this part of the process a little bit better, and all I'm doing is picking up some of that art crayon onto a slightly damp brush and putting it through the stencil. Now this all looks like a really hot mess, really big hot mess, but I did want some of those leaves to be showing along the edges of this mixed media, because this layout is about my love of plants. So just putting that through the stencil, and I won't make you watch all of it because I go over that whole section. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the journal with me video, it's a few videos back now, but it does show this process of the art crayon and the stenciling a little bit better. So, and here's some slow down footage. See, it looks like a big hot mess, but that's all good. I did use clear gesso on the background too, I should mention, before I started this video. So we got this stamp in the stamp set, and I had this little vine at the bottom, and I just cut it in half. There's no harm in cutting your stamps up, because you can always join them back together. They're clear. So I did grab my distress ink in pine needles, that's right, and I'm just going to stamp this randomly over the background too, and it makes it look even messier, but that's all good. I wanted some of them vines to be just peeking out from under where I'm going to put all my tags. So just stamping that on, and I made sure everything was dry in between layers. And I'm going to come in with the really light pink acrylic paint that we got in the kits this month, and I'm going to water it down because I'm going to splatter some pink splatters on the background, because one of the tags did have some pink in there, so I wanted to bring some pink in. And then I'll let that dry, and then I do come in with some gold mist that we got quite a few kits back now. It was a Color Blast one, gold shimmery one, and I do splatter that on the background as well. Okay, in the ephemera pack that we got in the kit, it was in the main kit, there was quite a few tags, and when I was going through them, I got the idea of stringing the tags along a string. Now I do fiddle about with different tags and things. for quite a while, and anything that wasn't a tag, I just used one of the tags to use as a template to make it into a tag. I wanted them all to be a tag shape, even my photo there. And I originally was going to have tags going all the way along, but I do change the first and the last tag out for those palm leaves. Just takes me a little while first. So this was that beautiful gold pearl string that we got in the kit. I think it was in the embellishment kit. And I was just threading it through. I didn't want it tight, so I did leave it loose. It was just after this that I realized that I wanted the palm leaves on the ends of my kind of banner thing here. So I did cut, I think it was ½ an inch off each side, not each side, two sides, sorry. And I'm going to use this as a border piece on my layout. So just cutting the branding strip off, and I'm just going to gut the middle of it because you're not going to see all of that underneath. And it's a beautiful piece of paper that I can maybe use on another project. And I'm just going to stick my my cardstock to this background. I'm lost for words. To the pattern paper, sorry, won't make you watch that. The cardstock was a bit warped, and it did help a little bit sticking it to that pattern paper, but you can see it's still kind of curled there, but that's all right. Once it's in a page protector, it should straighten itself out. So this is where I brought in my palm leaves, and I'm going to start sticking things down. Now I've got my 450 glue here, and it's almost out. I was struggling so badly with it. And because I have the gesso and the mix media going on behind it, I wanted to use a strong wet glue to stick down my pieces. Only stuck it down like in the middle, along the middle part of everything, because I didn't want everything stuck down. I wanted to curl the edges up and things like that. If you haven't got any strong wet glue, if you've got a really strong tape or something, I'd recommend using that, especially if you're going to have a background with this much mixed media on the background. So up to embellishing, I grabbed the Love acrylic word, and my camera cut out. I'm so sorry, it ran out of battery, but I did grab some hearts and some leaves from that chipboard 12 by 12 chipboard sticker sheet that we got in the embellishment kit. Just stapling down the pearl trim on either side, and I come in, I grab some glossy accents to stick down them hearts, because that clear gesso, it's the Liquitex one, and it's quite gritty, so yeah, things need to have a little bit of help to stick down onto the background of that. So I wanted the trim to look like it was, or the leaf to be hanging from the trim, so I did use some glossy accents to kind of glue it to the top of that gold leaf that I pulled off the chipboard sheet. These enamel dots are from past kits. I brought in a greeny one and gold, and I'm going to stick down my journaling, which I made a spelling mistake on, but that's all good. I can come in and fix it up, and that's pretty much it. I think that's all I do. Oh, I do add some foam dots under my leaves just to add a bit of dimension, because I did curl the leaves up and I knew they'd flatten out in my album, so just adding some dots to help them kind of stay up a bit once they're in the page protector and in my album. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out Kitaholic Kits. All the links will be below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.